By my understanding, the first time would have had to have been a most dire of things for you to have traveled all the way from here without a ship.
Oh, what's the term? I think blood is thicker than water?
Bronner looks at you and says, a relative
My
or
son,
firstborn?
as the gods dictated.
Mm. Yeah, Bronner kind of nods a bit before he goes over and picks up the pint of ale, holds out a mug, holds out the mug towards Rasputin and says, a drink for your son. May he know the pleasures.
May he have that. Bottoms up, bottoms up.
Bottoms up.
Here is my price, I ask of you. I ask that your name your firstborn child after the mine who gave his life for this to be fulfilled.
A tall task for in our culture. We both know what that means.
Yes, we do. But that is my
But,
price.
but, it's a price that is easy to perform. But the comment is this. For this is actually most favorable in my position as well. I will accept that price. And to truly honor your son, was he married?
In a fashion.
Then I will make the deal even sweeter. She will have the son. If I do win, then that is a personal word with me to you. She will give birth to the son who shares his name. For it could not have been easy.
Sorry,
Pick up your prescription at
Oh, looks like somebody needs the drugs. Drugs? Drugs. Drugs! At this stage, now we're waiting.
Okay, sorry about that.
Not a problem.
If she's the mother, I would gladly accept this, if she's willing.
If she is willing.
But, but you shall name your child Charlemagne.
Charlemagne. Yeah, he addresses his men as he says, Men, a price has been made, a deal brokered. The name Charlemagne shall be the firstborn of my lineage. Hold me to this, or should I fail, enact the punishment.
Hmm. If you break this pact,
I know of the price.
oh, to you.
It is a price it is a pact not easily given, for the punishment is the most severe. I
Oh,
witnessed my uncle break it at one point. I do not wish to be a part of that.
I'm happy that you understand this, but I must go. This place unsettles me.
If it makes you feel better, the clan queen quarters have many of the same things that would be found from home that we could put in. Just be mindful of the men when they decide to come in with devices on their hands that arc with lightning. They will then begin to worship.
Yes, I understand. But I must go. Wolfie is getting impatient.
Ah, very well.
To
Uh,
be young again.
Okay, so you have to go, Jesse?
Yeah, I gotta go.
Okay. So
Man.
you can get going as Rasputin retires to his quarters that are being made. And Miles, are you there?
I don't think he can answer.
He's can hear us, but he just can't type or
yeah,
speak.
he can't play the game, I think, because he's at his mom's.
Oh wait, yeah, he can't play. So he's at his mom.
Yeah, he was listening in.
So I was just thinking this was a time for Kaiser Rommel to kind of meet up with the two, with them.
Oh,
Well,
Kaiser somehow getting.
Well, think it, he's going to be. Cult of Leonis is transferring Kaiser over to Coldest Night.
Ah, yeah. I forgot about that. Oh wait, then that means that Jesse's I mean not Jesse, but Eric's character is able to be moved? Question mark?
No, he is. Cult of Leonis is not going to just chuck his lieutenant onto your ship with crit 3.
No, I'm
He
just making
cares a bit
sure.
more about Conrad than that. He will let Conrad be on the ship until Conrad feels a bit better. Then he will let him come aboard.
Yeah, okay.
Or in simple terms, at least out of the critical.
For however long that is.
Well, next session you can do another infamy thing. You know. And then you okay, but the main thing is that okay, you've made it. You've met Jesse. You met Rasputin. The Neander pirates are going insane. What's your next course of action? Because you figure out, from what Rasputin has said, you have this Nurgle beast who must be defeated, and it points towards, and you says that you potentially could be one of the people who defeats it. But but it says that there's two others in the running. That gives the idea of if they potentially defeat this thing before you do, you're no longer getting it.
Yeah.
And Bronner loves that put.
The robot. Oh god. I think we're about to lose him again.
Wait, who did we lose?
Okay, so anyways, so what's the game plan now?
All of the things.
Yeah,
All of them.
Kaiser is going to be transferring over. Yeah, but I could just say that. Yeah, so yeah, Kaiser. I'm just thinking. I'm thinking of Kaiser meeting Bronner because it's just okay. I mean, okay, I'll agree with Miles. Yeah, Kaiser comes on board, low key, of course.
I
Test
love.
stealth, guy. Test stealth, Miles, to see how low key it is.
But are you kidnapping him?
What?
I'm asking if Miles is kidnapping Conrad and bring him aboard.
Good luck. I mean, unless you want like a plasma round to the face. Oh, that's good. Yeah, you don't detect enough attention. You have your natural stealth skills that you learned. You have your natural stealth skills that you learned as an acolyte, and you quickly get on board the ship without attracting too much attention. Now, if that's the
Clunk,
case, you
clunk,
ram
clunk.
the lighter onto the ship. Go a little too fast trying to get to the airlock. You accidentally ram the lighter into the ship.
Bronner looks over at Denova and says, "Looks like I have another wench. See to it.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and take a look at her. Make sure she is healthy."
At once. Should I
Yeah.
have her brought over to the med bay and ready for the usual?
Changes.
Yes.
I think I would like to see her myself and transfer her myself as well.
Okay, I will meet you in the med bay.
Of course. Yeah, Bronner heads to pick up the prize.
And I head to the med bay.
Okay, so Frauner's going back to his room.
Yep.
Okay, he finds Queen. Okay, first thing of how Queen Clara is, she is 32 years old. She is about 1.70 meters and weighs 67 kilograms. And she has fair skin, blonde hair, and blue eyes. And, you know,
The so-called queen.
yes. And she is, I believe, if Jesse put it correctly, she is tied, gagged, or at least tied up and naked. Provocative position.
That's good. That's a good one. I haven't seen that in a while.
She looks nice for someone who's had 2 kids.
Yeah, he kind of traces along her flesh a bit as he's like, and it's all mine. Yeah, he looks at her and says, "Shame I'll have to change the face. At least until..."
They're not feral world. She's feudal.
No. She's too well known.
No, he was talking about me. I was saying that she's all hairy because they don't have razors back in those days.
That didn't stop women from shaving.
It probably wasn't as short as it is now, but they probably used like a dagger or something to cut hair shorter.
Or they found some way of pulling it out via wax or something.
Yeah, wax was real popular back in those days.
Yeah, waxing is really, really old.
Yeah.
Very, very old.
No, yeah.
Anyways, okay, so Frauner's gonna, I guess, have his way. She is currently asleep, partially due to the.
No, he's not going to touch her yet because if he does, he's liable to break her. So instead, he's.
You never know. She does have toughness 33.
There we go. You were right, Miles.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go ahead and he's gonna go ahead and release her from the bed, but take her to Nova. But as he moves along, he's gonna have Joanna follow, as he has a brilliant idea.
Okay. So you're carrying Queen Clara, the woman to the med bay.
Yep.
And she's naked.
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, he's got her close to him to ward off the cold.
Okay, and how does so you go into the med bay where Devona is. What is Devona currently doing in the med bay?
Oh, she's
Does anyone want to know?
no. She's got like a smile on her face, her hands under a table, and you can see a second tail waving around. Let's just put it that way.
Enjoying this. Huh?
I pet Devona's head.
That's not you.
I'm free. I'm free to do what I want. I pet your head.
Yes. Yeah. How does Devona react to just start petting her head? Does she purr?
She purrs slightly, a
False
little
face.
embarrassed. Then bites the hand. Too much petting.
No, I just kind of do a quick pet on the head.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. He sets the queen on the table as he says, her face is too well known. If she's to come with us down to the planet. And, of course, though, we need to make it to where the king truly grieves. Or he might just end up going into a suicide. Trying to be with her again, if you catch my meaning, Dino.
Yes, I do. And I did see you beat up one of the slaves. I think she would be quite a nice replacement face. Do you not agree?
Oh, I was thinking more something that would be common.
I'm talking about a slave.
No, he's talking about for the planet. As he nods his head towards Joanna.
I see. You want to swap their faces, huh?
No, I want you to copy the face. Of course, keep the age the same. Too many changes causes questions.
Yes, I can definitely do that. Now, for the rest of the parts, the usual
The
tight,
usual.
big breast.
I believe she's actually already garnered that.
Yes, I can see that. And we will increase the sensitivity and make it so she can tolerate the extreme colds.
No matter the outfit.
Yep. This will just take an hour or so. Simple procedure, especially for someone of my talent. Ooh, let's get busy.
Yeah, it just sounded really creepy.
Yeah, I think that was the point.
It was.
Oh, yeah, Bronner smirks a bit as he's like, what would I do without you?
I have no idea. I've created so many wonderful pleasures for you.
I say sarcastically because Frauder knows that Frauder probably been with Frauder, known Frauder longest. It's like just teasing Frauder. Yes, you would be curled up in the corner crying like a small child.
But I digress. Yes, the usual treatments for the wench. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright.
I haven't even begun to operate on you, and you're already coughing in my lab. How dare you?
Yes, I can make so many improvements.
I can. Just give me enough flesh. I will make them all for you. I just require my usual price. Usually comes in, oh God, it hurts, and please stop. Why are you doing this?
I like the hurting more than the healing.
I definitely do.
But yes,
I'll start preparing my med bay for surgery.
air
And a
quote
little,
on surgery.
you can see like the static lightning going between my hands.
Bronner actually decides to sit and watch this one.
Okay, this would be flesh shaping then.
Yep.
Yeah. So it'd be surgery as air quotes surgery.
Yeah,
I mean, this would be the rite of flesh molding.
I'm not really doing any extensive things to her. Would you count it as that?
Actually,
It's not like I'm giving her extra arms or unnatural toughness or anything like that.
okay, you're only yeah, that would be a -30. This would be more of a this would real honestly just be a well, she's unconscious, so she kind of counts as she can't really unwillingly resist it.
It has a -10 for unconscious.
Well,
Plus
thing is,
10
this
for
isn't not exactly
conscience.
Medicaid. This is utilizing the warp in a sense.
Yeah,
So,
but the whole thing is a Medicaid test.
is it modified by your warp? Since you says you count as having a psi rating of 3.
No, it counts as an intellect thing, but yeah, it is a psi rating of 3 when I'm using this stuff.
Okay, it would just be a plus like challenging Medicaid.
Alright. And it's just going to be a flat out Medicaid test, right?
So
Yeah.
technically, your spirit doesn't have the psi rating; it's your body that does.
Yeah.
Or more or less her knowledge, or more or less this is going to be more Devona's knowledge of, or her knowledge, similar to basically if she were a sorcerer. This would be similar to a sorcerer because sorcerers count as having psi ratings for the act of doing their sorcerer powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that is 7 degrees of success, I believe.
Woo!
No, 6. 6. So I
Okay.
do the procedure no problem.
Yeah. It's no problem for you.
You can see her face changing to look like Joanna's, her body molding slightly to be more youthful and tightful, and her breath stops having the cold effect of breathing the cold air, as it's very natural to her now. Yes, this is the queen.
Thought so.
Yes.
Okay, so after you're done doing that, and it would take a few minutes to be able to properly do that. I mean, it takes a few, but then again, you do see the flesh molding. You probably will want to keep her around for at least an hour to ensure everything works out correctly. Because
Yeah. I
if
said
you
it would
rush
take
the
about an hour.
procedure, or did you rush the procedure, you could leave to erode it. Not stoppable changes, unpreventable changes.
Her flesh would just keep rolling and rolling until it falls right off her bones.
Or she would go through unexpected mutations and everything. It would generally puts the person into the state in which it would be very difficult to put back together.
My cell phone's froze.
You're kidding. Your cell phone froze.
Yeah.
Not exactly. Not exactly Devona. But the only problem is you would probably, you'd be turning her into a mutant abomination, and it would just be. She would have a hard time. I mean, you would then have to spend time putting her back together.
Why have you turned me into a demon?
Yes. So, anyways, what do you guys do now? So basically, yes, you flesh molded the queen. She's still asleep. I mean, what's your guys' plan of action now?
Well, I still want to find out what in the world happened to Franer and Justara since they're in the med bag. What in the world happened to you two? I was here making the medicines. You both came back pretty badly beaten.
Well, you could easily tell from Franer's state that he was hit. He basically had shit ran on him. I mean, they didn't really clean him off when they dumped him into your med bay, so you
Yeah.
kind of, and from the smell, you could kind of tell what happened. But, and also, since you are flesh molding and that would similar be sorcery, you could probably hit to have the telltale signs of this was a psychic power of some form. Probably Nurgle in nature, since Nurgle is decay.
Yeah.
I mean, because just talk. Well, I mean, Devona wouldn't have to ask for Franer. She could kind of protect that out. Just Tara might be a different question because she kind of just warp portaled into existence.
So what happened with you, Justara? I've never seen anyone teleport into my med bay so badly beaten and bruised like you were. Usually they have to be dragged here.
Usually they are dragged.
Apparently, y'all's gods favored me, as Rasputin can tell you. I was hit by a barrage of psychic bolts and ended up here.
So you're saying there is a Psyker in Pure City, correct?
If what you say is true, then there's two.
Well, where shall we go first? Which one shall we be after? They're both threats.
Blight.
Where was he at?
Why, you...
This new one is named Pest. A woman.
No, Blight is... Blight was at, Gold Cove.
It is your
Well-
call, Captain. When
well,
would you like
her
to go
being-
first?
Her being Nurgle, she took great offense when I told her to take a bath. That beasts were more cleanly than you.
Yes, I noticed. You came in smelling pretty foul. Both
I
of you
know.
did.
But, though, we have to find Blight for two reasons now. One of which is quite clear. He made me fall back. I know you all know what that means.
You want his head on a stick.
Exactly. If I fail again, I will be killed.
I'm not quite sure if it's sanitary to bring a Nurgle's champion's head on the ship.
Oh no, that's why it'll be outside.
Oh, I definitely approve then.
Being held by the maiden of Slanesh. Held by the maiden on our prow. To where she knows, to where he can see where we go that he cannot touch anymore.
Hey, do I have an ETA of when the virus or the kill's going to be done?
Well, the problem is just the problem is just mass producing it, and we haven't been going through that much time in game wise. So it will take a while for you to create the full amount that you need. You do have enough to start deploying it, right now.
Well, while you two were off getting horribly wounded by psychers, I did create my cure, and we are on schedule of mass producing it.
Very good, very good.
These cultists of Nurgle were ever it ruled the day they messed with Slanesh.
That they do. In fact, I believe it's important for us to gather everyone important for the ship. It's about time we made a proper pact about this.
I do agree. We are getting quite numerous, and we should be making sure we work together and not slaughtering one another.
As the liaison between ourselves and Ionis, I believe that if we held off for the pact for when he arrives here, it might be good. But at the same time, it is a pact that we cannot afford to await any longer.
Coulter Linus didn't have him meet us on the event. I wonder why.
Well, true. I would assume that we would be able to bring him along with us. Though when I did talk to him, he sounded out of breath, as if he were fighting something. Most likely whatever cultists were still aboard the ship.
Yes, there was a lot of mutants running around. Ugh.
But who would have thought that the old Imperial tactic of chunking grenades in mass quantities would have worked?
Would you at least give me a warning ahead of time before you do that? You almost made me deaf. That hurt so much. Not that I minded.
Yes, I say to Fronner. It's like, yes, now that you got the queen, maybe we got yours, the queen. You can pick up mine, the daughter, and we can humiliate them both and make them lay with one another.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't
But
think the daughter would ever recognize her mother now that I've finished with her.
Yes, that is the point.
Part.
Yes, that is the point.
What have we got there, son?
break the wills of both. It's an idea. One I will entertain for a bit before actually making a decision on it. But no.
I figured if
I
you
am sorry. I am sorry for causing such pain upon your ears. Perhaps instead I should cause pain somewhere else. The blush on your face seems to suggest you did like it.
Oh, I did enjoy it a little. Yeah, I mean, the thrill of that battle was quite pleasing. Kind of why I'm a little busy elsewhere as well while we're here.
Oh, I'm well aware. Your pet is working, after all.
You probably can hear it purring real loud.
Yeah.
It was a nice, pleasant thing. And I did get some samples from those cultists. In case anyone should fall ill, I will have plenty of ways to take care of you.
Good, good. Such a thing does cause worry.
Yeah, rubs Devona's ears and says to her, "If they hurt so much, maybe I should rub them a little for you."
She purrs softly. Oh, I don't hurt that much anymore. It was more of what happened when it happened. I'm more worried about if I had damaged my two babies when I had dropped them. And she holds up her pistols.
If you want, I could easily help make sure everything remains in working order.
I would love that.
Yes, I give John the last pistol.
You mean the plasma pistol?
No, the last pistol that was on the Queen. And it's like, yes, I kept this in safekeeping. Rasputin wanted to leave it in the room with the Queen. He must have not really know what it is, and wanted to leave it in. So I took it for safekeeping in case the woman managed to break through her binds. She had this on her.
Yeah, Bronner takes the last pistol.
It's a common craftsmanship blast pistol.
He's like, It's common. Then again, to them, it was probably best.
You're
Yes, I
scared
just
of that?
no,
Flashlight?
no. It's better. It's better not to. It's better to not leave dangerous toys laying around children.
I would be more
Especially
worried if she had something more devastating.
Devona. You do remember that some lasguns are capable of variable fire sequences, right?
Not really. I know very little of the tech ways. I spent
Pulls
all
out.
my time learning how to perfect the flesh.
And it comes up, pulls out my last pistol, and yes, mine's very deadly.
Yes, though. The problem is, my dear Devona, he puts the gun underneath his head underneath his chin as if to emphasize the point.
I see what you're saying. That might be a bit messy to heal up. I think I could do it. No, I'm definitely sure I could do it. I am the best after all.
Perhaps I should start treating you like the best of all. Yeah, he's got his hand rubbing up and down her back.
She purrs softly and she's like, "Oh, you treat me very well. You never scold me for any of my failures. Like
No.
the centipede carrier. That was an
Yeah,
embarrassing aspect."
that. Yeah, he pinches your back towards the hip a bit as he's like, that abomination.
And of course, what that was basically she took a animal and grafted human arms on it, and the whole point of it was to be a big carrying pack mule type deal.
Oh God.
But she didn't know about their strength because of their world. So, Frana basically outplayed this creature of hers by just picking up all the boxes that the thing was supposed to carry, and she's like, another failure.
She's trying to make sure he lives the life of luxury that he is deserving of. But of course, though, there are times. But no, yeah, he just pinches her sharply on the hip about that. As he says, yes. Do remember, my dear, you may have full reign when it comes down to bodies and experimentation. But there is other things.
Yes, I know, I'm still a bit on the learning side. There is so much for me to test. So many types of flesh out there.
Yes. Burn Scour is nearby.
I know. I'm excited. I heard they have so many exotic creatures there.
Careful,
So many.
Careful, Denova. Otherwise, I might think that you are willing to do anything for a chance to even touch that world for a few moments. Things that would condemn you with something shiny.
Oh, I know my lust for perfection will be the end of me. I have to keep myself in control.
But then again, you could always lose yourself. Perhaps partake in that ritual of our master.
Oh yes.
Captain, maybe eventually we can if she she seemed trustworthy enough, we can bring one of my wild kin in here.
Ooh.
Which one?
You know the ones that are irritable, always angry, hungry, unreasonable.
Those.
The mind, of course, is like the flesh. You can bend it and mold it as much as you like, if you know how to.
Hey, Conrad's like, what the fuck? What about arms and animals? Huh?
I was talking about a failed experiment where I tried to make a pack mule designed just for carrying all the loot we take from ships we raid. But
Bronner's and his people kind of make that.
What?
yeah, since they live on high gravity worlds, they basically can do the job for that and of that creature, and then some.
So, how much time have y'all guys been just chatting?
How do I whisper?
For hours, I'm sitting back here and I'm thinking, huh?
I'm about to say, like, has GM said anything so far to continue
Nope.
the story?
I've been pushing them, telling them multiple times what's the game plan, but they seem content with standing there dicking around.
Well,
Quite
we're
literally.
waiting for everybody. We're gonna wait for everybody to come around who's going to have an important part for the
I gotta
story.
grab some food. I'm gonna get some food. So that-
Miles can't talk.
You're
Food.
waiting
Yeah,
on
that's-
Conrad.
Conrad's
who
going to be in
can't
the med
get
bay
into
for a
next
while.
session.
That's
next
why.
med-
That's why the Coldest Knight's current crew is going to be gathered up.
Yeah.
I'm just-
We were giving a little RP and lost track of time. Sincerest apologies.
No, that's
Everyone on
typical. That's
YouTube's
typical
probably
of
like all
Slanesh worship.
creeped
That's
out.
actually in character with Slanesh champions. They usually don't have time for long-term planning because they're always about instant gratification and now
Yeah.
instead of later. Which is okay. I mean, the world just... I'm having fun thinking about everything that's going on in the world, and
So, is anyone going to bother trying to get Conrad or see if they can heal him faster?
no, you can't be healed any faster, Conrad. The Sigma Gamma did his Medicaid for you, and for how Black Crusade is different than Only War, so there's not the penalties or anything. You just
I
heal
never
1 point by succeeding.
No, I mean, like, so are they going to bring the injured Conrad right now onto their ship, or?
No, Cult of Lionis is keeping you on his ship for right now. He's not going to just toss you out to the wolves like that.
He hasn't even told us about your condition.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to chuck Conrad out to the wolves like that.
Well, I assume Frauner will be wondering where their liaison is at, so...
Well, that's one thing we were talking about. It's like, we didn't see our liaison when we were over there. What
Okay,
happened?
well, okay, I'm just going to say Cult of Lionis tells you... okay, then I forgot to. Well, Cult of Lionis... I thought from the Vox... Well, actually, you wouldn't have recognized Conrad. From the Vox...
And we were.
They've only heard of Conrad.
So actually, you do get
Okay.
You do get a Vox link from the net.
Oh yeah.
Beep, 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 beep. Captain, they're hailing us, says Data.
Put it on.
Say that technically.
They're hailing us.
Wait, when did we get Data on our crew?
It's a Neander who Viz has been messing with a little bit with, kind of made a Servitor Neander who's somewhat sentient, so they're kind of having problems dealing with their humanity and whatnot.
His name's
Yeah.
Dato.
And he said, and basically shown for Cult of Lionis, he says, Frauner, I hope everything is. I thank you again for aiding me in the recovery of the Voyager.
Not at all. Not at all. It's a good way of making sure we both can trust each other. After all.
Indeed. I regret to say, however, that my liaison, who is going to send over Conrad, has been rather critically injured while dealing with while killing the cultist, the sorcerer who brought that virus on board my ship.
Ah, I see.
He will probably be out of action for a while as he heals on my med bay. But
I understand. I understand.
I'm curious to how I feel interested to, as you have saved one of my ships. In respect of our alliance, I feel mutually assisted to help out you. What is your game plan what is your plan for dealing with these the rest of these foul cultists?
That is the fun part.
Oh. Could you help with my project? I have a cure for the virus on this planet, but I'm having trouble mass producing it.
I can have my Medicaid. If you understood, I can have my Medicaid. You send over the virus, the sample for the antivirus. I can have my Medicaid deck go about producing more of the antivirus.
I will do that, and I will give you a map where I feel that where it should be distributed would have the most effect on the planet.
Understood. I'll get right on that.
Yes.
We're basically passing off our failures to them. I can't do this. Help me.
No, it's like
The thing is that Devona just needs. It would be if they use their med bays as well, they would be able to produce the anti-plague virus a lot faster.
yeah, it's just to speed up the process. That's all that is.
I know. I was just kidding.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah, I did all the hard work. It's now the easy job.
True.
the easy part of the job. But no, yeah. Fronner says there's that. There's also a couple of other items as well. Well, I need to find somebody.
Understood. Perhaps if I were to guess the one who caused you to become so wounded.
My people have a thing for retreating once against a foe. I don't plan on doing so again. If you understand what I mean.
I understand. How may I assist you in that matter, then?
Have people watching, finding him. When we hear about him again, we'll know when to strike.
Okay, out of character, knowing Blight's path, it would probably be just look where all the death and destruction is.
Yeah, no, that's... I understand that. I understand that.
Yeah, he will send... what you're asking is he just send out his landers and they just scout the area trying to figure out where Blight is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't stay at Skull Hope once he won.
I'm back.
He probably got done doing what he wanted and just kind of said, fuck the world.
Yeah, we just need to find all the Trail of Death from Skull Cove.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we would lose him in,
out of character, you could do that with your own lighters. You wouldn't exactly, but you could definitely would expand the search range with Culto Lyonis's landers.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
I'm using resources that are being willingly given.
Okay. And that is, you send out your lighters, and he sends out his landers which he has available, and they quickly scout the thing. And you notice multiple things. It takes a while. It takes It takes about a half an hour for you to start getting some data reports as they go about the planet. It shows that there's interesting from Pure Hub City. You get the signs of a lot of the people running from the city. You get you see that to the south there is a fleet that is a fleet of ships which is sailing along the coast towards Steel Hill to the west.
Yeah, Frauner's looking for. Frauner looks over and says to hang on, Jazeera, where is your prize?
I left it. I left them in. I left them. I left them in the. I left them in like the what was it? The Duke's in my chamber, my room in the Duke's compound. Then I got hit by psyker powers, and well, you know the rest.
Yes.
We might want to pick up the Duke
You
before
can
he's
tell
arrested.
that. Okay, I'm gonna talk for Rasputin since he's not here at the moment. Since he gave the Duke that demonic ring, he can immediately tell. Since it's demonic familiar, he can immediately tell its location. They are going. Actually, I might as well change everyone to the map page while I'm at it.
Ah.
Damn it!
Ooh.
There
So
should be
is the
an
Duke in
auto-click
trouble?
everyone and send them over.
Yeah. So is the Duke in trouble? I'm here to... The Duke has sent me to save your son. Murder!
Okay, so everyone can see the map.
Yep.
So if
Yep.
I am correct... Nope. No, that's... Damn it.
No, all Rasputin has to say is that insert he was working and suddenly assassins came in and took them away.
Don't think the king would
Okay,
buy
for the
that.
blue and black lines, this is what you can tell. This is what they tell. They tell a fleet of ships is heading towards Steel Hill. From the north, they do detect a caravan of people heading north towards Stalwart, which Rasputin will be, if he were here, he would be able to detect that his demonic familiar is heading in that direction, the one with the Duke.
So he does tell us that's where the Duke is?
Yes, he's heading in that direction.
All right.
Would the Duke have brought the princess with him?
He does not know that. That's one thing you don't know. They report Pure Hub City has generally been turned over to plague and destruction. Most citizens have ran.
All right. Bronner says, Jazeera, I need to pick up the Duke. Take a shuttle and pick up your prize.
They also notice something weird happening where there's a group of pirate ships nearby this up here by Skull Cove, by a safe port. Group of pirate ships, and they're making sailing towards Skull Cove.
Yeah. Bronner kind of.
You mean they're going like from here to here?
Yeah, they're literally on the. No, they're not going all the way around. They're literally on the cove here. The bay, simply they didn't go all the way around. They simply went about, stopped off at the beach. The beachhead coast here. Probably walked to Skull Cove, got people with them, and then is going about.
Okay. Now, Bronner's going to go ahead and.
They do tell that for those who are focused on Skull Cove, they do get one thing, as in. Okay, this is one thing we could put out. Which is. Whoops, that's not the right. Okay, what the hell? Delete that one. And this
Blight's been busy.
what they can tell for these path of destruction. And what they honestly could tell from guessing out a route, because Hookbill got hit. And they're telling it path of destruction is heading towards Newburgh.
Okay. All right. Bronner is going to have first Frauner is
with an army of what they believe could easily be notified as in a whole bunch of mutants in the thousands.
okay. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to hit that area and soften them up before Frauner issues his challenge to Blight. But for right now, Frauner's gonna have a shuttle. He's gonna have some shuttles go and pick up our good sane friend, the Duke, and his crew over here at Stalwart. Meanwhile, Frauner is going to
Actually,
rest up
for that, you actually, for the shuttles going in direction of Stalwart, they did detect some forms of radio traffic from someone who seemed to be near Mad shouting into a microbead.
Oh, yeah, no. Have them boost the signal to me then. Well,
Okay. What they can tell is what madness have you brought upon this? Damn you, Justara! What madness have you brought on this world? I said no attacks on the city. Now I won't have anything worth ruling when I become king.
Duke! It's a pleasure to actually meet you.
Where is that she bitch who brought upon that plague?
She did no such thing.
I will have nothing to rule now.
You would only have something to rule by allowing me, by submitting to me, Duke. Know your place. You have the people's powers, but with that, Pure Hub City destroyed and in flames, you have no seat of power that you want. The people will run because you ran.
I have retreated back to my holdings in Stalwart. That is where I have holdings on, and I have soldiers loyal to me. And also tell that Jestara, do you realize how much trouble she has brought to me for the fact that I have to take care of her plaything, the king's daughter?
That saves us a trip.
So that's why I came to Stalwart to get soldiers ready. The king. From what I could tell, from my spies informed me, the king is heading to Steel Hill to raise up an army to take back Pure Hub City.
He will never get the chance. He'll never get the chance, my dear Duke. But no, though. A shuttle will be coming by to pick up you and your most trusted advisors to bring you aboard my ship. I warn you now, you lift an arm in threatening manners towards my men, they will be more than adequate to smite you. Am I clear?
Understood, Lord Frauner.
Very good. And, I will say this now, my friend. Such things will be... Such disrespect will not be accepted aboard my ship as well. So, mind your tongue, or I will sooner rip it out. Am I clear?
Understood.
Good.
You are clear, my lord.
Good. I can't wait to formally meet you. I'll have some of the finest ale and mead prepared. And, I will have my new wench give you the first pint. I believe you will find this to be most entertaining. After all, the king has lost more than a daughter and a son.
Prince Edmund is dead?
Yes. Your royal advisor was trying to treat the boy. And, well, assassins came and abducted him and the queen. In other words, He had to perform something, and the cost of the son for his life. That is the story. That is what you will stick to.
Indeed, no one. No. Yes.